Good evening. So arrays would be the most important topic of your AS. And when I say this, so I'm not really exaggerating it because it literally is. So let's start. 1D arrays are a collection of items of same data type. They can be referenced using a single identifier and the items are stored contiguously in memory. और इसमें कुछ terms होती है जो आपको already पता है. So I'll just swiftly go through them. Index means the position of the element. It's always in square brackets. Okay, and then the value is the actual data value. Array can be 1D or 2D, so 2D arrays could be marked. And this is how we declare. Again, you guys have the pseudocode guide. So here say, if we go to declare array, yes. So I've just copy pasted all of this in my notes. So so it's the same thing. One thing to remember is the statement should not refer to a group of array elements individually. For example, this cannot be used. So आप इसको group के ऊपर नहीं कर सकते, आपने individually ही जो ना assign करना है. This is the right way. Okay, so then we have declaration. So declare. Then we have the name. So then we have the column. Then we have the array, like literal terms way, and then we have start to end of some data type. By the way, going back again to the 2025 paper, the variant that we got in Pakistan. So इसमें there was, I think, a 2-mark question. Yes, this one. Give the pseudocode declaration for the array product. And for some reason, a lot of students got this wrong because they did not know the syntax. When I was checking, so the very common mistake was declare. यहाँ पे ये array लिख दिया करते थे लोग, and then यहाँ पे वो size बता रहे थे जैसे 1 to 1000, and यहाँ पे they'll write integer. So they're losing 2 marks essentially on something as basic as this. Okay? So you need to make sure that you know the syntax. Cambridge claims we don't care about the syntax, but that is not the case. They literally have a whole document saying that they do care about the syntax. Okay, then we talk about declaration. So यहाँ पे आपने name लिखना array का, then you literally have to write like this: array, then starting to upper bound. You can start from 1 or you can start from 0. It's totally up to you. Python may will be starting from 0. So अगर आप 1 से भी start कर लेते हो, it's fine. Then first you output. If you want to output a singular value, तो आपने पहले array का नाम लिखते हैं और उसके बाद आपने उसके आगे जो भी उस पे value stored है index पे वो आपने बतानी है. If you try to output the whole value, that is again then if you want to take input into the array, so you have to do it individually. You are not allowed to do it all at once. Okay, so मैंने note पे लिखा हुआ, you can't write output or input array. You must go through each element one by one. Okay, then how do we go through each element of the array? Okay, इसीलिए एक और note है. You cannot use the length function to find the size of the array. Okay, so अगर आप if you go to the document, the insert document, और इसमें अगर आप length वाले में जाओ, so this is a very common mistake students do, especially जो Python जो की होती है. So it clearly says कि इसमें आपके पास जो parameter है वो string आएगा, not some array. Okay, so the next thing we have is, ठीक है, so इस पे input इस तरह से output में. यहाँ पे if I'm just putting into, so I'll show you Python as well थोड़ा सा just to make sense of it. So for I in range, let's say we go till games, or we'll make an array of games. Let's say FIFA, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, and maybe Subway Surfer. Okay, so I want to print each value, so I'll say print games I. So what does this I implies? I starts from the first index, then it goes to the next one and all the way till the end. So इस तरह से आपके individually values print हो जाएंगे. Same logic applies here. This loop variable is the most important variable in the loop when we have to print the values of the array. So आपने यहाँ पे अगर values input लेनी है, तो you have to just write the loop variable here, which is I in our case. अगर j होगा तो j आएगा, अगर इसका नाम counter है तो counter आएगा. Similarly, you have to use the same logic for outputting 1 to 5 output TV show next I, etc. Okay, now we'll directly move on to the array algorithms. So देखो जितने भी हमने अभी तक programming किए ना वो सारी array के ऊपर as it is apply होगी, except with the new syntax, that is कि आपके पास array का नाम और उसके आगे जो उसका index होता है that will be written as well. So when we talk about sum and average, by the way, if I open this syllabus, इसमें अगर हम टोटलिंग में जाएं, लेट्स सर्च फॉर लीनियर सर्च, यस। सो देखो अरेज के अंदर आपके पास 1D अरेज, 2D अरेज और स्पेसिफिकली बबल सॉर्ट एंड लीनियर सर्च जो ये आपको आना चाहिए इस तरह से। और अगर आप इसके कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट्स में आप लोग जाओ तो इट्स प्रीटी मच द सेम थिंग। लूप्स वगैरह सॉरी लूप्स वगैरह यूज करके हमने सारा काम करना है। ओके, ऑलराइट, सो ये basics इसके हो गए. Okay, then sum and average. Sum and averagely, again, what you do is first you ask user to input the values. Okay, we will only input the values if the question says. So a lot of times the question says कि आपने values assume करनी है. So then you don't have to declare the array. Okay, if they have said that the array is already initialized, so array already initialized, so literally means that array has values. So no declaration is required. If you do declaration, then that is actually wrong. Okay, so totaling में हम क्या करेंगे? Let's say we have the size of the array as 5 elements है array में. We run a for loop from 1 to 5. Okay, this is just an extra step. Okay, ये मैं usually इससे करता था कि students को ज़्यादा familiarity with this totaling line. So instead of this, I'm pretty sure you guys are better programmers than that, so you can directly use it. It's the same thing. So total जब 0 होगा, so ratings index j पे कोई value पड़ी होगी. Okay, for the sake of example, let's assume ratings कुछ इस तरह से 9.0, 8.5, 2.2 and 6.5 and then 5.3 maybe. ठीक है, so इस तरह से आपके पास ratings पड़ी हुई है. So what will happen is जब index आपका 1 होगा, so 9.0 would be added into the total, then 8.5, then 2.2. Same logic, just a bit new syntax of the array. Okay, so you can either do it this way. Also you can write it this way because इस तरह आपको बार-बार जो है ratings index ये नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा. Usually array के जो नाम थे ना वो lengthy होते हैं. So in order to save time, you can just assign them into a variable, given the fact कि वो आप same value ही reuse कर रहे हो. And then you have the average and its sum, etc. Then you have the maximum and minimum. और maximum minimum, I think आप लोग, so let's swiftly go through it. So again, using the same array, we're assuming it's initialized. Okay, so अभी हमसे 1D arrays की बात कर रहे हैं. So maximum minimum, what we'll do is we'll assume that the first value is the maximum and it's also the minimum, because again we can't guess कि array में क्या values होंगी. It could be all negative, they could be all in millions. Then we run the loop. Every time we get the current value, we check if the current value is greater than max, then max becomes number. If it's less than min, then min becomes a number. Now there would only be one new thing in this case. So यहाँ पे अगर हम TV show ले आते हैं साथ array, I think वो नीचे example में वही है. Yeah. So let's have Game of Thrones. Marking. Okay, so just some random shows. Okay, so now you also have to figure out कि किस show की सबसे highest rating और किसकी सबसे कम rating है. So when you find the largest value, you don't just have to return 9.0, you also have to find which index was it saved on. So when you run the loop, जिस तरह max save कर रहे हो ना, उसी तरह जो current loop की value है ना, j है जैसे, वो आपने एक और variable में store कर लेना है. So इस तरह 9 like would be the highest value in this case. So जो इसका index 1 है, वो आपका same हो जाएगा as maximum index. Similarly, when the loop is complete, so 2.2 जिस index पे वो है 3rd index पे, तो आपके min index में 3 पड़ा हुआ होगा. And then you can output the relevant show as well. So your output would be the highest rated show is Game of Thrones and the lowest rated show is Daredevil. Which again depends on the question. ये मैंने यहाँ पे ये assume किया कि आपकी जो rating है वो adjacently पड़ी हुई है to the show name. The index names are the same in both the cases. ठीक है? So ये question पे depend करता है. So इस तरह से you can store the index as well. Why do we need to store index? Because अगर आपका index यहाँ पे आपने store नहीं किया तो 1 के बाद 2 हो जाएगा. So we will write procedure print shows. इसका नाम कर लेते हैं, just मैं change कर रहा हूँ. And procedure, and here we'll have a for loop for I 1 to 500. So instead of repeating it so many times, you can just write it inside the loop once. ठीक है, इसको आप कर लो show. So now you just have to write show every time. Okay, it saves time as well in the exam. Okay, then the next thing is at odd indices. So first you check if mod of I by 2 is not equal to 0. If that is the case, then you can do and here. So हम एक ही condition में लगा लेते हैं सारा कुछ, because they've not suggested कि अगर वो और even पे तो आपने ये output करना है, अगर वो e पे end नहीं हो रहा तो ये output करना है. Then we would have gone for, it would have been better if we had used if else then multiple. Okay, ends with e. So write show में से आपने एक character extract कर लिया, and then we have another and here we write at least 5 characters, so length of show is greater than 5, and this is 1 bracket, 2 bracket and 3 bracket. ये अब आपकी पूरी एक condition हो गई. And if that is the case, then and only then we will output the show. Otherwise we will end if, we'll do next I, and we will just end the procedure.